Hi, I'm Marla Steenson with Treasure Valley FYI, and today I'm here with Family Care Clinic, and joining me is Sean Lloyd. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Sean, can you tell me about the client-practitioner relationship at Family Care Clinic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, the client-practitioner relationship is vital at Family Care Clinic. We really try and strive to understand the person as a whole when they come in for the first visit, because we really try and treat the whole person, and we want to make sure that they're getting all the care that they need that we can provide through our clinic. And so it's really important for us to build that relationship of trust and make sure that they can trust us and that we understand who they are.
Okay, so what kind of practitioners do you have there, and what are they addressing?
Good question.
Okay.
We have, so there are a number of different type of practitioners at Family Care Clinic, which is what really makes us unique. We have providers who do general medicine, like family practice. We have providers who treat for addictions, such as opiate addiction or tobacco use disorder or alcohol addiction. And we also have providers who do medication management for psychiatric illnesses.
So how do you develop that relationship with the client practitioner at Family Care Clinic?
Yeah, so we try and schedule, for the initial visit, when someone first comes in, we really try and schedule enough time so we can get to know them and get to kind of understand where they're coming from, and maybe some of the things in their lives that could be playing a role in the difficulties that they're having. So we try and spend enough time with them to get to know them well enough that we can really treat them the best as possible.
So let's say I come in for a sinus infection. How are you going to develop that relationship with me, and what can I expect during my first visit?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I have a kind of a story. We had a young lady a couple years ago who just moved to the valley, and she had a couple of young kids, and she came in just to get established for primary care. Didn't really have too many complaints, but as I was interviewing her, I could tell that there was something more going on. She didn't seem to me to be doing very well, and so I had a couple of questions, screening questions for depression, and it turns out she was really majorly depressed. And so because we were able to pick that up on that during the first visit, we got her in with one of our counselors the next day, and later on after a period of time, got her in with one of our medication managers for her depression, and she's doing better because of it. And might not have noticed that if that wasn't something that we had practiced doing in our clinic.
It was meant to be at that moment, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So what made you actually go into the medical field?
I grew up in a family. My mom was a medical provider. I have a brother who's a physician, and so I was really, immersed in medicine from a young age. And I'm kind of a scientist, and I really like to help people, and so it was an easy fit for me to kind of go that direction.
A compassionate scientist, you
sure
might
hope
say.
so, yeah.
I hope so, yes. So tell me how All Seasons and Family Care Clinic differ from other clinics in the community, and how that practitioner-client relationship is different.
Yeah, so I think the major difference for us is, like in that story I told you, if you came in for one issue, and at a normal family practice clinic, if you came in and say you had major depression or something else, they might refer you out to another clinic. And if you're a busy mom with kids and you've got to go from one visit to another visit, from one office to another office, it can be taxing. And so we try and combine everything in-house. And so you could get services from your counselor and get services from your medical provider all on the same roof and really in the same day, and make it easier for them. And I think that's what's unique about our clinic.
Sean, why don't you tell me and the viewers how they can get in touch with you or one of the practitioners? Do you have a website? Yeah,
we do. We have a website. You can find us easily online. You can do a search for All Seasons Mental Health or for Family Care Clinic. They're both on there, and you can call us, and we're taking new appointments right now, so it should be fairly easy to get you in next day if you really have to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being with me on Treasure Valley FYI.